Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from a sort of interesting life.com and I'd like to fetch you on a little walk home that I had on New Year's Eve. This, as you can see, was the day that we still had the remnants of the Boxing Day snow on the ground, and what a beautiful place to start out from on the canal that was. As we walk up the hill, you can see just behind the little village of Weston Ryn all of the snowy hills in the background. This here is sort of known as the Top Shop and roundabout area, and you've got these proper old signs. I love these proper countryside signs dotted around the white arrow finger signs. So you can see Oswestry, 4.25 miles from this point, and we turn off this sort of more main road, although as you can see it's hardly the busiest road in the world, to go down this little lane here, which will eventually lead us past an Iron Age hill fort and goodness knows what else. And really, as I've said in many other videos with the general scenery out and about on my way to and from the boat, I'd just like to try and share some of these places, and certainly how everything these days seems to be developed into about 8,000 houses when you turn your back. I thought it's good to try and record a lot of this sort of area while it is still this great little rural place. This is one of the routes that, as I've said in many previous videos, I absolutely love, and it's got that sort of special place in my heart because for my sort of early 20s I did an unbelievable amount of walking and biking down here. At some point I was going from Oswestry out to my friend's house at Weston Ryn maybe 4 times a week, which would obviously be walking or biking out in the morning and then doing the same back. And I cannot imagine how long and how many times I did that over a sort of 4-year period, I think it was. And then obviously when I actually bought my boat and moved on to that, I suddenly found myself actually living for the winter at basically Weston Ryn, the Chirkbank area. And so this has become even more a part of my life. What I really do love about this little route though is the fact that it is so sort of classically rural. As you've seen in this video already, there's all of these little streams that keep cutting across. You've got an old disused railway cart there, classic bit of farming utility there. And it's just perfect to be able to see as you're walking back into Oswestry on your right hand side all of the hills and things like that. And then of course, as you would imagine with a countryside rural area like this, there's all of these paths that you've also seen a couple of in this video that just lead you off across the fields to goodness knows where. And again, somewhere like this, just a little sort of very little dip in the road, but it gives you that view of a winding country lane going through the fields. Then of course you've got something like Old Oswestry Iron Age hill fort there. Looking across, we've got the classic sort of fluffy clouds as the sun sets in the sky. What a way to end 2014 this was, fair play. And then again, you can see here we've got the playing field of Gattaca, and around the corner is Oswestry itself. So I'll wrap things up and say thank you very much for watching. Check out my other videos for loads of biking, walking, kayaking, living on a boat and goodness knows what else. Feel free to add me personally on Facebook and Twitter, and like the Facebook page for loads of photos and general updates from life on the canal. Please do check out my books available for the Kindle. Just check all the links to everything in the description or search Amazon for The Narrowboat Lad. Until the next time, keep it bootworthy and farewell.